Joining us, I'm Catalina Gillies. Thunder Bay City Council is being asked to endorse a recent decision from the Municipal Emergency Control Group to deny a request to transfer in 470 Deer Lake evacuees who are currently staying in Cornwall. The MECG says local resources are already strapped with more than 1,100 evacuees in the city already. Ryan Benazza looks ahead to that and more on tomorrow's City Hall agenda.
470 Deer Lake evacuees currently staying in Cornwall will have to look elsewhere if they'd like to get closer to home. Approximately 1,170 evacuees from a number of fire-threatened First Nations are already staying in Thunder Bay, and the Municipal Emergency Control Group says the city simply can't bring in any more. City Council is being asked to endorse that decision on Monday evening. Council will also debate a motion from at-large Councillor Mark Bentz. He's interested in once again using the Boulevard Lake Dam to generate hydroelectric power and is asking administration for a high-level feasibility report next March.
We should extract any green power we can from the infrastructure we own.
A private operator did run a small hydro plant on site until 2019. Councillor Peng wants the city to start growing its own trees at the conservatory. He's hoping it can save the cost of buying them from outside growers and advance Thunder Bay's goal of producing net zero greenhouse gases by 2050.
We need 100,000 trees in next 25 to 30 years.
He wants a report back by the end of the year. And Neebing's Cody Fraser wants to reduce the speed on Arthur Street just west of Canadian Tire. Fraser feels the change is necessary without a designated truck route.
We're looking at anything to possibly slow the trucks down.
He's asking for a report by early December. Separately, administration is also recommending 40-kilometer speed limits on Lily Street and River Street in front of École Catholique Franco-Supérieure. Ryan Benazza, TBT News.
Forest fires continue to threaten northwestern Ontario, with 2 new fires discovered today, bringing the active fire count to 117 in the region. 17 fires are considered not under control, 1 is being held, 12 are under control, and 87 are being monitored. Several notable fires are still burning, including Kenora 51, which is now close to 200,000 hectares. Helicopters with buckets and water bombing planes are working to suppress the fire, and bulldozers are being used to construct a fire guard. Red Lake 51 near Deer Lake First Nation is just over 52,000 hectares, while Red Lake 64, 6 kilometers west of Poplar Hill First Nation, is close to 20,000. Crews are working hose lines to strategic areas on both fires. And those fires burning near Red Lake are causing air quality issues and threatening evacuations. But that hasn't stopped the municipality from working on various infrastructure projects in the community. At the same time, the city is pursuing funding to upgrade or replace one of its assets that's been around for nearly 7 decades. Adam Riley has the details.
Mayor Fred Mota says as he and other officials monitor the fires west of Red Lake, the municipality is still working on capital projects. Right now, the focus is on using almost $5 million in funding through the Ontario Community Infrastructure Fund towards updating various assets in the community. But as Mota explains, there is a catch, which is why the work is centered around the town of Red Lake and not spread throughout the entire municipality.
Part of the parameters of the program was all the roads had to be interconnecting, so we couldn't use, say, $1 million out of the Red Lake project and put it into Balmertown, Kosher, Madsen. They all had to be touching.
Dollars have been allocated to upgrading the town's baseball field, installing new sidewalks and replacing old ones, putting new pavement down on roadways, and installing new storm sewers. Mota says in addition to updating assets, this will improve the quality of life in Red Lake.
And really enhance the older part of the Red Lake area, because we've had people live here for years and years and years and have never had improvements like that.
But the municipality isn't stopping there, as it is currently working on funding applications to give a proper update to the Kosher Arena, which serves as the home for the SIJHL's Red Lake Miners. Mota says the arena is nearing 70 years in age and was built by non-conventional means.
It was actually built by miners back in the day. There was no taxpayer dollars. There was no funding from the province back at that time. It was, you worked your shift and you were expected to put 4 to 6 to 8 hours in to work on the arena. So it was a community project. But at this point, our infrastructure needs have changed, and it needs a well-enhanced makeover.
Mota says while he is okay if Red Lake can just update the current arena, he is hopeful the funding application for a new Regional Events, Arts and Culture Hub, or REACH facility, is approved, as engineering documents have already been drawn up and land has been set aside for a new build. Or as Mota puts it,
we're shovel ready, we just need the money.
Adam Riley, TBT News.
An exciting new event is coming to Thunder Bay this month. The Thunder Bay chapter of Ducks Unlimited has partnered with Royal LePage Land and Realty to host the first annual Amazing Race Thunder Bay in support of wetland conservation. The race will take place Saturday, August 21st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Contestants will compete in a variety of events held at local businesses across the city. Registration is $50 per person, and prizes will be awarded to the top 3 individual fundraisers. Royal LePage Realtor and Ducks Unlimited volunteer Catholic Ulakovic says this will be a great way for locals to get back out in the community.
You don't need athletic ability to do this. These are fun events created for everyone to be able to enjoy. It's really, really a fun day. So for all those people who have been doing Zoom meetings for a year and you want to reconnect with your coworkers, this is a great idea. For people who haven't seen any of your friends in a long time, grab a group of friends, register. It's super, super fun.
For more details or to register, visit the Ducks Unlimited Thunder Bay page event. The official launch of the 2021 Grand National Fiber Art Exhibit took place this week at the Thunder Bay Museum. An opening reception was held to show off the 48 pieces of fiber artwork created by 48 different artists. The traveling show features everything from needle felting and traditional quilting to painting with thread, and showcases the creativity of Canadians. The exhibit will remain here in Thunder Bay for the next 2 months, and then will move on to Woodstock Art Gallery. Executive Director for the museum, Scott Bradley, spoke about finally being able to have the public back in the building.
This is the second kind of in-person event we've been able to do to kind of celebrate some of the museum's accomplishments and the artistic accomplishments. So it was really great to see people in person, see people smiling, at least through their eyes, over their masks, and to be able to welcome them to the museum. So that's something we've been able to do since last December.
After the Grand National Fiber Art Exhibition is gone, the museum will then have a small exhibit about Strawberry Hill pottery. In the fall, there will be a temporary exhibit on the 200th anniversary of the merger between Hudson's Bay Company and the Northwest Company. Live music is finally back in this city. The Live on the Bedrock Music Festival was held today in the backyard at Roots to Harvest. Despite the rain, attendees were still able to enjoy original and cover music from a variety of local artists. Mitchell Ringos has the story.
The event hosted 8 artists such as John Paul DeRuver, Greg Smith, Rodney Brown, and many more. This was the first live show back for some of these artists and had a sold-out crowd of 150 tickets. The event was chosen to be at the Roots to Harvest Garden because of the location size, small enough to be part of the concert, but big enough for restrictions. Administration coordinator for the event, Elly Tose, spoke about finally being able to have live music.
But there's nothing like in-person live music, and it just feels so good to be able to watch the music, watch the musicians, interact. There's just a chemistry that happens there, plus the chemistry that happens with the other people that are in the audience.
And the artists shared the same appreciation for getting back in front of a live crowd. As one of the artists for the event, Greg Smith, talked about drifting away from music during COVID, but is feeling inspired once again here at Live on the Bedrock.
It means everything to be able to play for people. That's the whole point for me, and maybe one of the reasons I kind of slowed down with my music during COVID, because if I couldn't play live, I wasn't sure I really wanted to play at all.
The event that started at 2 p.m. lasted all the way until 10 p.m., giving the community 8 wonderful hours of music, which we asked the locals at the event how amazing it was to be part of such a moment.
It's great, actually, to come see a show again, you know, like I haven't for years now, and because of COVID, you know, like Oh, I like it. I enjoy it.
It's good to get out
Yes.
outside and be around people again and actually talk to like live people instead of just on camera.
Exactly.
It's on the weekend of the Red Rock Folk Festival, and the Bedrock was established in kind of memory or like missing of that. And so I'm super happy to be listening to live music on this weekend in particular.
And with live music back here in Thunder Bay, this will be the last time Live on the Bedrock will run during the summer, as they will then move back to their multiple winter events. Mitchell Ringos, TBT News.
Joined now with Kurt Black. Kurt, today was the last day of the 2020 Summer Olympics, and Team Canada put up an impressive performance.
Absolutely. It's crazy how quickly time flies, 17 days, but all good things need to come to an end. So we have all the highlights from the closing ceremonies after the break.